if I do slash aswell cobblestone, and there we have it. So there are our first 4 walls. Now that tool is amazing if people have their own server out there. It will save you a lot of time. Okay, so when you've got your first wall up like that, you want to think about getting the roof on them, because you want it defended and sealed from enemies. Because if you water these walls now, enemies can float up the water, get to the top, they're in your base, and then they're setting a home in it. Now you don't want your enemies to set a home in your base, because they'll be able to teleport in any time they want. So before any enemies come and find your base, you want to put a roof on. We're going to do the roof about 5 or 10 blocks below the actual roof line there, because if enemies set up a cannon outside your land, they can actually cannon over your roof line here with sand and TNT onto your roof and blow in through your roof. So to kind of stop that happening, you make your roof about 5 or 10 blocks lower, so about there, than the roof line, and I'll show you that now. Let's do this. Oh no, that one right, hold on. Oh, there we go. So it was right, there was just some lag. Okay, so now we have our roof on. So your base is actually sealed now. Enemies can't get in there without TNTing. But because the blocks are very weak without water over them, we need to get it watered quickly. But before we do that, there's another thing you'd do on the roof. You would get some sort of cobblestone slabs or brick slabs, and what you would do is you would slab the roof in a checkered pattern like this. So you'd carry on a checkered pattern like that all the way across the roof. Now what this does is when sand and TNT lands on the roof, it will disrupt the sand and TNT landing together. And then the TNT will hopefully explode harmlessly without going through the roof. Sometimes the land will also land on half slabs, and let me show you what happens when sand lands on a half slab. Just like that, the sand disappears. So half slabs can be a good defence as well. But to have it in the checkered pattern is better than having it just all slabbed, I believe. I mean, all slab does work, but I think checkered is better because it disrupts the TNT and the sand actually landing together. So once you've done that, let me see if I can copy this. Do another row. Okay, I'm going to pause this while I finish checkered patterning this roof. And we'll be back in a second. Okay, so I managed to copy and paste it, and I'll show you how I'm doing that now. So if I do / paste, there we have it. Now it won't be as easy as that for you in the game. That's 2 rows. The odd blocks don't matter. As long as you do it right in the game, that's all that matters. It don't matter if I do it right now, because this is just a demonstration. Okay, so that is how it would look. That is your first skin complete. Now this is going to be pretty protected from enemies. You've got a lot of space in there to work with as well, to build your farm, build your base, have vaults, you know, whatever you want to build in your base. Now that that's all done, we'll move on to the watering part. Now the watering part is going to be annoying for you guys in the game. One thing that I use a lot of in the game is ice blocks, because you can put ice blocks everywhere and then break them and they'll turn into water. It will be tricky. You'll have to work out your own little methods and stuff for doing it, but just for now, oh, in fact, yeah, I will water it now, yeah. So, you'd go along watering all of your walls. Like this. When you get to the sky limit of building, it'll be about 256 normally on servers, so you want to knock a block or two off the top just so you can fit the water on top. You don't want to get all the way to the top and then realise you haven't got room for your water. So that's it. So you can see it all getting watered now as the water falls down. And when that's done, you'd want to go around watering all your roof as well. Like I say, you have to find out your own best methods for doing this. It can be tricky, especially with them slabs all over the place. But once all that's done, then you would have a pretty safe base. I'm not going to do that all for demonstration's sake right now. Another thing I need to warn you about is the corners. Okay, so you can see here, this is how a corner would normally look when you've watered your walls. Now you need to beware, if TNT exploded here, this corner is not protected and it will damage that corner block there. So you need water in this corner as well. One way of doing that is you can just pop a block on the edge there, it'll make the water pour over, and then you can take that block away. And if you go around doing that on all the corners, make sure all corners always watered. Is a mistake that even a lot of hardcore players make, people who have been playing factions for a long time. Okay, so now we've done that, we're going to come down here. So, as we spoke about before, you need trenches around your building to make it even more secure. Now, a little method of doing this, when you've got water all over it like this, because you don't want to leave it dry, just in case the enemies come when you're digging your trenches, because they blow through very easy with a quick cannon if it was dry. So what you do is you come just a couple of blocks underneath. Right, so you come a few blocks underneath, trap yourself in like this. Show you a method of how to dig your trench. the end. Okay, now one of the best methods I have found for playing on survival is to just dig straight down with your pickaxe or your shovel, whatever. But what you want to do is set a home if you can up here. So you could set a home up here, call it like /home temp or something like that, lol, whatever. So you've got your home set up there. So you come here, you dig all the way down, and because you're digging downwards it's easy. You just look down, keep your finger on the button with your pickaxe or whatever you're digging with, and then when you get to the bottom where bedrock is, you do /home temp, go back to the top. So when you get teleported back to the top, then you can just come along here and start another vertical pillar down. Alright, so that's one quick method of how to dig trenches anyway. But once again, I'm going to use world method to make this a lot quicker and easier. Now, if I go down, if I can get in there. Pesky water off. Okay. Right, it's got rolled out. So, get the first marker there. There we have it, trenches. So I have cheated. That would have taken a long time to dig. Use the water now. And there we have it. So you've now got a trench around your building.